Quite a few traffic alerts beginning in Grand Forks and then in Fargo. Starting today, South Washington Street will close at the South End Drainway just south of 47th Avenue South. The closure will allow crews to install a new box culvert in the drainway. The closure will be in place until mid-August, weather permitting. Also starting today, 40th Avenue South will close from Cherry Street to Belmont Road. That closure is for a complete reconstruction of 40th Avenue South. The project expected to be complete by the end of October. And crews will also be closing 2nd Avenue North from North Columbia Road to North 25th Street. That closure will allow crews to install a new storm sewer. Access to Memorial Village and Fritz Pollard will be from North Columbia Road. The closure expected to be in place for 1 month. Then in Fargo, beginning this morning, 32nd Street South will close between 32nd Avenue and 33rd Avenue South. The closures there will allow for asphalt service repairs. The road is expected to be fully reopened by the end of the day Friday. And also beginning today, eastbound 32nd Avenue South will be closed from 47th Street and 45th Street South. Southbound 45th Street will also be closed at 32nd Avenue as crews replace concrete in that intersection. Detour signs will be in place directing vehicles around the closure. It's expected to last for 2 weeks.